Okay, so we'll go to the 2021 paper now. Okay, this was a nice, interesting new question. In national accounting, indicate the institutional sector to which the following belongs. So remember, what are the institutional sectors we have? Let me just remind you. This is the first time that they're asking this. So we have non-financial corporations. What are non-financial corporations? These are all businesses that are not in the financial sector. Okay. Then you have financial corporation, right? Forget about my spellings. Then you have the general government. You have households, and you have non-profit institutions serving households. Okay, these are the different these are the different institutional sectors that we have. So let me just correct the spellings here. Non-financial corporation. Okay, right. So now they are asking us to put these into these. Yes, I will try to put. There are some easy ones, guys. I'll first go with the easy ones. D. Sri Lanka Insurance Corporation. What do you think? Insurance. Non-financial corporations, financial corporations, general government, households, non-profit institutes, serving households. What do you think? Insurance. 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 Yes, insurance will go under what? Financial corporations, right? The financial sector, now guys, remember? Banks, insurance companies, leasing companies, unit trusts, venture capitalists, all of those, they are financial related businesses. So all of that, how can they go under non-financial? They can't go under non-financial. They'll go under financial corporations. I'll just say FCP. Okay. Then guys, can you all tell me? I'll give you another easy one. P. Southern Provincial Council. Where do you think this will go? The Provincial Council. That's also easy, not hard. BB, I'm saying. Provincial Council under General Government, right? GG. So, Provincial Council, this Sabha, that Sabha, all of it, General Government. Okay. Then guys, what about the Fishermen's Cooperative Society? Now, there is a, now what is a cooperative? A cooperative is a group of people getting together, right? There is a Fishermen's Cooperative Society. Is it non-profit institute serving households, or is it a non-financial corporation? What do you all think? Think of their objective. Is the objective of this cooperative, is it non-profit? Okay, just think as you're like you're a fisherman. Okay, you're a fisherman, right? So now 10 of your fishermen have got together and made a small cooperative. Okay, just think and see. What do you all think? Is it really a non-profit institute serving household? Do you think fishermen's go and a fisherman cooperative will be serving household? No, right? This will be what? The Fishermen's Cooperative Society can be what case? This can be a non-financial corporation. It's a business. So what is a cooperative? So these a cooperative is people getting together. Now, for example, why do these fishermen make a cooperative? Because if it's an individual fisherman, they don't have power. No? Now, Cargills will come and say, okay, Cargills will ask one fisherman, how can you give, at what price you can give me the fish? That fisherman will say, okay, 1 kilo, 1,000. Then Cargills will say, other fellow told me he'll give for 900, can you give for 800? Then this fellow has no power. He'll say, okay, sir, 800. Then Cargill goes to another person and say, look here, this one said 800, can you give me at 500? So what happens? Big companies exploit people like farmers, fishermen, if they work individually. So what do these people do? They form a cooperative. Now, when they form a cooperative, they don't sell individually. So all these fishermen, they itself contribute their fish, they itself provide their fish to the cooperative, and it's sold through the cooperative. Now, in the cooperative, the big firm can't come and bargain and say other fisherman told he will give at this price, because it's all in that cooperative, right? That's why they usually form a cooperative. So it's not a non-profit institute. It's a non-financial corporate. It's a normal business. Okay, right. What do you think about this guy? The Chamber of Commerce. Now, I know someone working for the Chamber of Commerce also. He was at our firm. Now he's heading the Chamber of Commerce in Sri Lanka. He's the head of economic research. What do you think? The Chamber of Commerce. Now, I'll tell you what the Chamber of Commerce do, right? Chamber of Commerce usually, they also provide research on different sectors. They advise the government on different things to do for the country. You know, those kind of things only they do. What do you all think? It's not really a government institute also, the Chamber of Commerce. It's not really government. They are like an independent party who like advises these people, right? Who does research, who, you know, they do those. You just search Chamber of Commerce and okay. So this one, guys, this one is a non-profit institution serving households. So these people, they provide information. Now, they are not general government. They are not a government. They are not a financial corporation. They don't deal with money or shares or bonds or deposits. So they don't accept deposits or provide loans, nothing. What they do is they do research, they do different things. It's a nice place also. And I recently also went for the Chamber of Commerce for a session that was there where Nandalal and the set was there. It was actually interesting. And they do things like that. Okay. Is that okay? They can give you a question like this in your year also. Fine. Moving to the next. Ah, yes, they release papers also. Ah, okay, nice. Okay. The table below gives some data related to national accounts of a country, GVA at basic price, net primary income, taxes less subsidies on products, consumption expenditure, net current transfers from rest of the world. Let's say what they're asking. They're asking for GDP. They're asking for GNI. They're asking for disposable GNI. And they're asking for domestic savings. Okay, so there are 8 marks. I think one of the easiest 8 marks that you can get. Okay. Can you tell me how to go to GDP here? They have given you GVA at basic price. And they're asking you to go to GDP. This is like humiliation for you, no? After doing so much of papers and calculations, when they give you 2 marks for a question like this. Can you tell me now? How do I go from GVA at basic price, 11,500, to GDP at market price? What do I add? I need to add taxes less subsidies on products. How much is that? That's 800. So how much do I get there, guys? 11,500 plus 800, 12,300. That's part 1. Can you tell me? It's a different question. Have I copied the wrong question? 2021 question 5 subsection 2. Just check. Someone says it's a different question, but we'll do it too. Okay. Subsection 2 is from unit 6. So this is subsection 1. Where is this question now? I think my question number. This is subsection 3. Okay, right. So my question numbering is wrong. Okay. So this is subsection 3. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, make that correction. This is subsection 3. Okay. Right. So this is GDP. Next requirement is GNI. So how do you go from GDP to GNI? You add net primary income. So 12,300 plus net primary income minus 300, you get GNI of 12,000. How do you go from GNI to gross national disposable income? Disposable gross national, how do you go there? You add net secondary income or net current transfer. How much is that, guys? That is 900. So sorry, this is 12,000 plus 900. You get 12,900. So far, for these three parts, you have got 6 marks. GDP at market price, 2 marks. GNI, 2 marks. Disposable GNI, another 2 marks. What is the last requirement? GDP, GNI. Last requirement is domestic savings. Okay. So what is domestic savings? Domestic savings is, right, from your GDP, that is your Y, if you minus private consumption and government consumption, you end up with I plus NX. This is what you call domestic savings, because you know, guys, domestic GDP equals C plus I plus G plus NX. So if you take the C and G to this side, you get I plus NX. So that's why we say I plus NX is domestic savings. Or in other words, from your GDP, you're minusing your total consumption. So see, is there a way of finding this? There is, right? You have GDP. Okay, so total GDP you have is 12,300. You have consumption. So here they have said consumption expenditure. We don't know whether this is private or government. We'll consider this as the total consumption. So GDP minus the total consumption of how much? 8,500. You can get your domestic savings. Can someone recheck if the past paper also has this answer? Yes. 3,500. Or have they taken a different approach? 2021 question 5 subsection 3. Can someone quickly check and tell me how did they find domestic savings subsection 3 part 4? I think A, B, C, D. Sorry, GDP is 12,300. Sorry. Okay, 12,300 minus 8,500. That should give you 3,800. Yeah. Have they done this? Yes. Yes, quickly. Can someone check? Is this matching with your answer? What did you all do? Yes. No. Because there are different ways of getting to domestic savings. I just want to see which approach have they taken. Yes. No. How did they get to 2021 3? No. This is the way. Yes. Okay, fine. So then we can go with this on step. Right. Any questions, guys? Yes. What is this question number? This is 2021. Is the question number correct? 2021. This is subsection 4, is it? It's not subsection 3. Yeah, that's a mistake. Right. So sorry, guys, this is not subsection 4. This is not subsection 3. Someone told me subsection 3 before. That's why I wrote 3. This is subsection 4. Let me erase this. This is 2021 A levels question 5 subsection 4. Okay. This is part A. This is part B. This is C. This is D. Okay. So remember, guys, what is savings? Savings is from your total income. If you minus all your consumption, you get savings, right? So remember, how does this equation form? Now remember, domestic savings we say is I plus NX. So how did that I and NX come? Your GDP, which is your Y, is equal to C plus I plus G plus net export. So from your GDP, which is your income, right? From your GDP, if you minus private consumption and government consumption, you get savings from your income. If you minus consumption is savings. So on the other side, what do we have left? On the other side, we have I plus NX. That's why we say domestic savings is I plus NX. But here we don't have I plus NX in this question. We have C, right? So we'll assume that this consumption that they have given us is the total consumption, C and G both together. So that is why from the GDP of 12,300, I minus 8,500. Okay. So G is also government consumption, guys. They're asking for domestic saving. So this is private consumption. This is government consumption. Yeah. If they ask for national savings, in addition to this domestic savings, you have to add primary income and current transfer. Okay. Now, right. That's the 21 paper. Did we do all of the questions? Yes, done. Any doubts, guys, there? On the 21 paper, there's a 4-mark question here. There is a 8-mark calculation. So there are 12 marks from the 2021 paper.